Have you ever wondered why, even after the age of 70 when life seems to have settled, we can still easily fall into feelings of sadness, loneliness, or even depression? Does growing older mean isolation, long dull days, and sleepless nights filled with memories of the past? Or could it simply be a sign that we need to discover a new way of living, one that's more positive and meaningful? Just imagine, with a few small changes in daily habits, a shift in thinking, and a little openness with yourself, your spirit could feel lighter, your heart more at peace, and the years after 70 could become some of the most beautiful times of your life. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any videos that help you stay healthy and optimistic every day. And if you've been a loyal companion for a while, thank you so much. Today, I want to share with you 5 simple yet highly effective ways to maintain a positive mindset and reduce the risk of depression after the age of 70. Why did I choose this topic? Because I've encountered so many people who, after 70, begin to feel that life is becoming dull, lacking purpose, and without realizing it, their mood slowly declines. Some were once cheerful and lively, but gradually withdrew, avoiding social interaction and even the activities they used to love. This doesn't just affect their mood, it also weakens their physical health. And did you know that depression in older adults often creeps in silently and goes unnoticed until it becomes serious? So today, I'd like to talk with you about simple but powerful practices that can help you keep your spirits up. And we'll start with the first one, maintaining a daily exercise routine. You might think that after 70, you no longer have the energy for exercise or physical activities. But the truth is, you don't need to do anything strenuous. Just a light 20 to 30-minute walk each day, or a few simple stretching exercises in the morning, can help your body release endorphins, the hormones that create feelings of happiness and reduce stress. Helen, 72, from New York, once told me that she used to feel down and struggle with sleepless nights. After starting a routine of morning walks in the park near her home, she felt her spirits lift dramatically. She shared that every morning became her time to breathe fresh air, observe nature, and think positive thoughts. Not only does physical movement help boost your mood, but it also improves blood circulation to the brain, making your mind sharper and reducing the risk of cognitive decline. Studies have shown that those who maintain a habit of daily walking or light exercise are much less likely to develop depression compared to those who remain sedentary. Next, let's talk about the second key, maintaining social connections. You may have heard this many times, but it's true. Relationships with friends, neighbors, and family play an enormous role in keeping a positive spirit. Robert, 74, from California, shared with me that after retirement, he felt lost and gradually withdrew from social activities. But then, he decided to join a local book club. The weekly gatherings, conversations, and shared stories rekindled his joy in life. He said that even small meetups made him feel heard, valued, and part of community. Even something as simple as a phone call to a loved one or a quick message to check in with a friend can make you feel connected and cared for. Scientific research has shown that people who maintain positive social relationships are not only happier, but also live longer. The third tip, which you might not have thought of but is incredibly important, is practicing gratitude. Each day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. Carol, 70, from Florida, has been doing this for over a year. She shared that every night before bed, she writes down 3 things that made her smile that day. Sometimes it's as simple as a flower blooming in her garden, a cool breeze, or the kind eyes of her grandchild. She says this habit has changed the way she sees life, helping her treasure every moment and feel more at peace. Gratitude acts as a healing balm for the soul, helping you focus on the good around you and easing feelings of worry and dissatisfaction. When you focus on the positive, your mind naturally lets go of negative thoughts. And there's so much more we'll explore together. But first, let me share another inspiring story with you in the next part. Continuing from that, one of the most meaningful ways to keep a positive mindset after 70 is by staying mentally active and curious. Lifelong learning doesn't have to stop just because you're retired or your daily routine has slowed down. In fact, challenging your brain with new knowledge puzzles or skills can bring immense joy and purpose. Michael, 73, from Illinois, shared with me that after he began learning how to play the piano, his days felt brighter and more exciting. He said, "Every time I master a new note or a simple song, I feel like I'm giving my mind fresh air to breathe." Science backs this up. Engaging the brain with new challenges stimulates neural growth and increases resilience against cognitive decline. In addition to mental stimulation, finding ways to contribute and give back to the community can greatly enhance emotional well-being. Purpose does not fade with age. It transforms. Susan, 75, from Texas, started volunteering at a local animal shelter. She told me that the simple act of walking dogs and comforting animals gave her days meaning and lifted her mood. Research has shown that having a sense of purpose is strongly associated with lower rates of depression and anxiety in older adults. Another key to maintaining positivity is nurturing hobbies and creative outlets. Whether it's painting, gardening, writing, or crafting, these activities allow self-expression and promote relaxation. George, 72, from Ohio, rediscovered his love for watercolor painting after retirement. His weekly painting sessions not only calmed his mind, but also became moments of joy and self-discovery. He said, "When I paint, I lose track of time and worries." Mindfulness practices like meditation or simply sitting quietly and focusing on the present also help in maintaining mental clarity and emotional balance. Linda, 71, from Oregon, started practicing mindfulness through guided breathing exercises. She shared that spending 10 minutes each day in quiet reflection made her less reactive to daily stressors and more appreciative of small, beautiful moments. Lastly, it's important to recognize and celebrate small achievements. Sometimes it's easy to overlook daily victories, but acknowledging them builds self-confidence. Henry, 74, from New York, keeps a simple journal where he writes down things he accomplished each day, no matter how small, from cooking a healthy meal to organizing his bookshelves. He says that this habit keeps him motivated and reinforces a sense of progress. All these actions, woven into daily life, help create a foundation of positivity, resilience, and joy. In the next part, we'll continue discovering how small, intentional steps can make the years after 70 some of the most fulfilling and peaceful of your life. Continuing from that, another essential element of staying positive after 70 is cultivating strong emotional resilience through practicing kindness and compassion, both toward oneself and others. As we grow older, it becomes easy to be critical of our limitations or regret past decisions. But learning to treat yourself with the same gentleness you offer to others can transform your emotional landscape. Carol, 70, from California, shared that after she began writing herself simple notes of encouragement, her mood shifted. She said, "Every morning, I leave myself a message on the mirror. 'You're doing great. Keep going.' It sounds small, but it starts my day on the right note." Psychological studies show that self-compassion helps reduce anxiety and fosters greater mental strength. Building daily routines and incorporate small acts of kindness toward others also uplifts the spirit. Frank, 73, from Minnesota, made a habit to send handwritten notes to friends or surprise his neighbors with fresh-baked treats. He told me that seeing others smile gave him a sense of connection and purpose, making his own heart feel lighter. Staying engaged with nature is another profound way to boost positivity. Simple activities like tending to a garden, feeding birds, or just sitting under a tree can ground you in the present moment. Linda, 68, from Colorado, spends each morning watering her plants and watching the sunrise. She describes it as her daily meditation, allowing her to feel connected and centered. Another impactful practice is limiting exposure to negative news or conversations that drain energy. Staying informed is important, but excessive consumption of distressing news can overwhelm and cloud your mind. Robert, 72, from Washington, decided to dedicate certain parts of the day to news and the rest to uplifting reading, listening to music, or creative projects. He found his mood improve significantly. Keeping humor alive also plays a crucial role in maintaining a positive mindset. Laughter releases endorphins, reduces stress, and can make even the hardest days feel lighter. George, 74, from Florida, starts each day by watching a funny video or reading jokes. He says, "It reminded me not to take life too seriously." Lastly, creating rituals of reflection helps strengthen emotional balance. These can be as simple as a weekly moment to review highlights of the past 7 days, or writing letters to oneself about what's going well. Susan, 75, from New York, writes a letter to her future self every month, filled with hope and kind reminders. She says reading past letters feels like receiving encouragement from a dear friend. These practices, though gentle and simple, build a strong emotional foundation. They help you wake up each morning with gratitude and go to bed each night with peace. In the next part, we'll continue exploring more ways to nurture positivity and safeguard your mental well-being after 70. Continuing from that, another meaningful practice for sustaining positivity after 70 is engaging in regular creative expression. Creativity doesn't require grand artistic talent. It can be as simple as doodling, crafting, or writing. Thomas, 71, from Oregon, shared that starting a small sketchbook project brought him immense joy. He said, "Even if it's just drawing what I see from my window, it gives me a moment to slow down and appreciate the world." Studies show that creative activities stimulate areas of the brain responsible for emotional regulation and cognitive flexibility. Music also has a profound effect on mood and memory. Listening to familiar songs or learning to play an instrument can evoke positive emotions and spark pleasant memories. Emily, 70, from Michigan, took up playing the ukulele and found that each practice session filled her with lighthearted energy. She noted that music became her personal therapy, soothing her mind and lifting her spirits. Maintaining a sense of curiosity is another secret to lasting happiness. Asking questions, exploring new ideas, and nurturing a sense of wonder can keep the mind youthful. Barbara, 72, from Virginia, began reading books on topics she never explored before, astronomy and world history. She told me that learning new things made her feel excited, like a student rediscovering the world. Movement combined with mindfulness can also enhance mental well-being. Gentle yoga or Tai Chi helps synchronize breath and body, calming the nervous system. John, 74, from California, found that his weekly Tai Chi classes not only improved his balance, but also brought mental clarity and peace. Another important aspect is cultivating patience and acceptance. Life after 70 can come with frustrations, whether it's a slower-paced health changes or unexpected challenges. Henry, 73, from Arizona, shared that practicing patience through mindful breathing helped him stay calm and centered. He said, "I remind myself that things don't have to happen on my timeline, and that's okay." Celebrating small moments of joy daily also plays a vital role. Carol, 69, from Pennsylvania, makes a habit of savoring her morning coffee slowly and watching the sunrise. These little rituals, though simple, accumulate to create an overall sense of contentment. Additionally, reframing challenges as opportunities for growth fosters resilience. Linda, 71, from Colorado, experienced a setback in her health, but chose to view it as a chance to learn more about nutrition and wellness. This mindset kept her positive and proactive. Finally, acknowledging and expressing gratitude for support systems, friends, family, caregivers, strengthens emotional bonds. Susan, 75, from New York, regularly calls her grandchildren just to express her love and appreciation. She says those conversations warm her heart and remind her that she is deeply connected. All these practices, woven gently into daily life, form the threads of a positive, fulfilling mindset that can make life after 70 a beautiful, enriching chapter. In the next part, we'll explore even more ways to nourish joy and maintain emotional wellness in your golden years. Continuing from that, another powerful way to maintain a positive mindset after 70 is by nurturing meaningful relationships and fostering connection beyond the closest circles. While family and close friends are essential, expanding social interactions keeps the mind active and the heart open. George, 72, from Ohio, shared that joining a local photography group introduced him to new friendships and inspiring conversations. He said, "Being around people who share my interests has brought so much joy and new ideas into my life." Research shows that frequent, varied social interactions help prevent cognitive decline and improve emotional well-being. Another enriching practice is spending time in volunteer work that aligns with personal passions. Helping others provides a deep sense of purpose and belonging. Margaret, 74, from Washington, volunteers at a local community garden and finds that planting seeds and nurturing growth reflects her inner journey. She says, "Watching something grow because of my care reminds me that I still have much to offer." Studies confirm that acts of giving enhance feelings of happiness and lower the risk of depression. Being mindful of self-care routines is also essential. This includes not only physical health, but also emotional nourishment. James, 70, from New York, dedicates 15 minutes every morning to gentle stretching, followed by reading an inspirational passage. He notes that this practice grounds him and sets a positive tone for the day. Limiting comparisons with others can significantly boost inner peace. It's easy to look around and feel envy or regret, but focusing on personal progress and gratitude cultivates serenity. Helen, 71, from Florida, shared that she unfollowed certain social media pages that made her feel inadequate and replaced them with uplifting content about health and well-being. Her mood improved, and she felt more content with her journey. Embracing nature regularly remains a powerful tool for mental clarity. Walking along a park path, observing the changing seasons, or even tending to potted plants at home keeps the senses engaged and heart light. Robert, 73, from California, described his afternoon walks as mini retreats that refresh his mind and ease any worries. Lifelong learning continues to foster a sense of excitement and curiosity. Carol, 70, from Colorado, began attending online courses on watercolor painting and reported not only improved skills, but also a renewed zest for life. She said, "Learning something new makes me feel alive and connected to the world." Cultivating laughter and humor keeps the spirit youthful. Linda, 68, from Michigan, and her husband have a nightly tradition of sharing funny stories or watching light-hearted movies. They say that laughter strengthens their bond and keeps stress at bay. Creating a sense of ritual around winding down the day can promote calm and help transition into restful sleep. Susan, 75, from New York, enjoys a warm cup of herbal tea and listens to soft music before bed. This routine signals her mind to relax and let go of the day's concerns. Finally, allowing space for reflection and celebrating milestones, big or small, reinforces a sense of accomplishment. Whether it's noting down achievements in a journal or simply pausing to recognize progress, these moments affirm that life after 70 is still rich with purpose and joy. In the next part, we'll continue exploring even more ways to cultivate positivity and build emotional strength for a fulfilling and vibrant life after 70. Continuing from that, another powerful way to maintain a positive mindset after 70 is by embracing flexibility and adaptability in daily life. Change is inevitable, and the ability to adjust with grace keeps the mind resilient. Thomas, 74, from Virginia, shared how he learned to accept changes in his routine with a sense of curiosity rather than frustration. He said, "Instead of seeing change as a problem, I now treat it as a new adventure." Research shows that flexibility in thought and behavior helps protect against stress and promotes long-term mental health. Another enriching habit is setting small, achievable goals that provide daily motivation. Emily, 70, from Arizona, created a weekly list of simple goals, such as trying a new recipe or calling an old friend. She explained that each goal she completes gives her a burst of satisfaction and a sense of purpose. Daily exposure to sunlight and fresh air also plays an essential role in mood enhancement and vitamin D production, which supports brain function. Michael, 72, from Oregon, shared that his morning ritual of sitting on the porch with a cup of tea while soaking in the morning sun gives him clarity and positive energy for the day. Practicing forgiveness, both for oneself and others, helps release emotional burdens. Carol, 71, from Ohio, described how letting go of old grudges made her feel lighter and happier. She said, "I realized that holding on to resentment only hurt me, so I chose to forgive and move on." Psychologists agree that forgiveness is linked to better mental health and lower rates of depression. Limiting perfectionism and embracing imperfection can also foster a relaxed and joyful mindset. Linda, 68, from New York, shared that once she stopped striving for perfection in her hobbies and daily tasks, she felt more fulfilled and free to enjoy the process rather than the outcome. Practicing gratitude rituals, even beyond journaling, keeps the heart open and connected. Robert, 73, from California, keeps a gratitude jar where he drops notes of things he's thankful for. On difficult days, reading these notes helps him regain perspective. Prioritizing relaxation and downtime allows for mental rejuvenation. Susan, 75, from Florida, schedules a quiet hour every afternoon where she reads or simply sits in reflection, which she says recharges her for the rest of the day. Finally, staying playful and curious, whether by playing games, trying new hobbies, or engaging in lighthearted activities, nurtures a youthful spirit. George, 74, from Michigan, participates in weekly puzzle nights with friends, saying it keeps his mind active and laughter abundant. All these practices, woven into daily life, nurture positivity, resilience, and mental peace. They remind us that even after 70, each day holds potential for joy, discovery, and fulfillment. As we wrap up this journey, I hope these stories and suggestions have inspired you to see life after 70 as a beautiful canvas filled with opportunities. If you found value in this, I invite you to share your own experiences and thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more uplifting, practical content designed to help you live your golden years with happiness and grace. Thank you for spending this time with me. And here's to taking small steps every day toward a brighter, more positive life.